Hey everybody, it's Christy. Today I wanted to start a series on how I organize stuff for homeschool. And if you don't know, we have 3 kids, and the oldest one is in 9th grade this year. The middle is 3rd grade, and the littlest one just started kindergarten. So this is my 10th year homeschooling. I cannot believe we have made it this far, but I find myself really frustrated, and I end up hitting that, what do they call it, homeschool burnout, somewhere between November and January. So this year I really took time during the summer to get myself more organized. So I'm going to do a three or 4 part series. The first part today is going to be the planners. Then the next part is going to be my file system on how I organized all of the papers and got ready for the entire year before we even started. The third part will be the work boxes and how we keep track of current completed work. And then the fourth part, so I guess it's going to be 4 parts, will be how I store everything at the end of the year so I can reference it if I need to towards anytime after that. And I just heard a kid running down the stairs, and I think he realized that we were videoing, and so he zoomed back upstairs. Anyway, I have used the, what's it called, well-planned day planners, which I really liked. They were larger, kind of like this size, on a spiral binding, but it was more of a whole homeschool organizing notebook, and I really found that I didn't use all of the pages. I didn't want a personal planner mixed in with my homeschool planner. So this is our homeschool binder. I made 2. This is one for the 2 younger kids, and I'll show you the one for my older one later. So, but when I started out the year, I made a curriculum section so I could go ahead and plan what we were going to do, how much it cost, if I ordered it, if I hadn't ordered it. Some stuff we're reusing from the oldest one, so I really just needed the notebook or the, what do you call them, not disposables, but the worksheet type things. So I knew what we were doing. I also wrote down once I ordered it any kind of confirmation number so I could keep track of how much it cost and where I got it from. So then the next thing I did after I figured out the curriculum and ordered it is I made or printed out these free calendars. One is to plan like the entire year. So what we do is 5 weeks on and 1 week off. That 1 week off gives Mommy Sanity Week, or it allows us to catch up if the kids fall behind in a certain subject and need extra help. I don't want that one subject to affect our whole school year, and so this way it kind of gives us a little bit of breathing room in case we get sick, in case something goes on, or we have family visiting. Then I went through and I created lesson plan pages that go and show each of the subjects, and each 2 pages is 1 week. And then I have a set of the 5 weeks. And so I went through and I just wrote in based on most of the curriculum that I use usually kind of comes pretty well with lesson plans, and so I just filled it in. I don't like having to come up with this all on my own, so I try to get curriculum that really has a plan kind of laid out already at least. So then I did print out the whole year, and these blank pages are weeks off. So once we hit a blank page, we know we can take time off, yay! So it's been really nice because I can just look in and see what we're doing the whole week. Sometimes I put little sticky notes at the end of the week if I need to order something like ants for our ant farm, or we're going to be doing raising butterflies soon, so I need to order those butterflies. Then I just keep tabs, at the top so I know exactly what week we are working on. I also included in here our attendance logs. We do have to turn that in. So each kid has their own attendance sheet. I included reading logs so we can keep track of what they're reading, any extra activities, and I do have a section in here for the high school plan, and that went through our what do you call it, umbrella school. They have a high school plan for those who will be going on to college, and so they break it down into all the credits that you have, and so I use that to come up with what we needed to plan for Sierra to do for this year. And we did load her heavy for freshman and sophomore years. I already have kind of next year planned out a little bit. So that way when she hits junior and senior year, if she's has a special interest or if she's working, she'll have time to do that and not have quite so much of the bookwork going on. So I also included, there's the curriculum, and I included all of my notes back here. I have a notes section, so if I had to come up with how to break the plan down over the year, I knew why I had what I had, if that makes sense. So, and then what I really liked about this too is I had room to add any of my teaching handouts that I needed to know. This particular one is IEW, and so it has, for each lesson you have like what you have to watch and more detailed directions. So it still falls in with the lesson plans, but it just kind of gives me a little bit more to reference. So, and then of course paper for notes, and then if I get any kind of free shipping or any homeschool offers, I keep them in the back. So that is the binder for the two younger kids, and I made one for Sierra because I wanted her to be independent and be able to work on her own. I'm not sure that we really like how this one is. I made it with a disc bound system because I wanted it to be able to open up and lay flat on the table next to her, and the binder doesn't really allow you to do that. But I did the same type thing for her. She has a school calendar for the whole year, and then she has every week planned out. Sometimes we use washi tape, if we need to adjust things. I tried to use different colors for different subjects. And then I did change the labels on the side based on what semester she was in and what classes she had. So, and then she uses little, tabs at the top to kind of remind herself what she's working on or if she has to go back and pick anything up. And so that's about it. She also has a reading log, which she's not very good at filling out. And then I left room for her to add any kind of reference sheets or anything, but she really hasn't utilized that this year. So I think next year we're going to do a spiral bound, what do you call it, just a spiral bound notebook using these same sheets, because the problem with this, which I love the disc bound system since it opens, is the papers come out really easy. So if you're opening and closing it every day for a week, these little papers bend and then they kind of fall out, and it really annoys her. So I think we'll come up with a different plan for this next year. So anyway, there you have it. This is the beginning of how I planned our homeschool year out, and it has been such a huge help. I find that I enjoy school so much more, and I'm not scrambling on Sunday night or Monday morning trying to figure out what we're going to be doing for the week. And I think that makes the kids a little bit more relaxed too, so that they actually enjoy school a little bit more. So come back and for the next set or next video in this series, and I will show you how I ripped apart my workbooks and organized all the kids' papers for the whole year. So have a great day, and I will see you all later. Bye.